Restaurant Roundup, we have a high number of perfect scores, but also one of the lowest we've seen, one that required a closure lasting nearly a week. With 17 violations, Saigon Tapioca near the Citadel Mall landed at the bottom of the most recent health inspection scores. It actually failed back on March 11th with 14 violations and was then shut down during the reinspection on March 20th. The problems here include an employee washing their hands while wearing gloves instead of putting on new gloves. Several types of food were kept at the wrong temperature. Other items didn't have dates to show when they were made. There were dead cockroaches found next to clean mugs above the food prep table, and the inspector also found several live cockroaches in the restaurant. The health department confirmed that those live roaches were the reason for a 6-day closure.
My name is Bart. I'm with Channel 13.
The owner told us a pest control company makes regular visits and couldn't explain where these bugs came from, but said he was given the all clear to reopen after a thorough reinspection.
You know, they went through and inspect everything, and everything looked good.
And he believes his restaurant is safe.
There's people that eat here all the time. Nobody ever gotten sick. Anybody gotten sick, they would have gotten sick already.
I understand.
And then my kids, they eat here all the time, and I eat here.
Prior to March, Saigon Tapioca had never failed an inspection. Another restaurant that didn't pass, the Urban Egg along Briargate Parkway. Among the 10 violations found here, the towel dispenser at the hand washing sink was broken and employees were using their bare hands to turn off the faucet. Several food contact surfaces were not being rinsed and sanitized every 4 hours as required. There was a large gap under the back door, potentially allowing insects or rodents inside, and one of the workers was spotted cutting limes without first washing them.
Urban Egg.
The regional manager told us this week he was shocked and immediately took action.
If I'm able to come down, I'll come down. The CEO knows immediately. We also send out file a report that day that breaks down everything we missed and what our action plan is.
That action plan included coaching some of his team members on hand washing and addressing every other violation immediately.
Everything that we had that day was fixed on site. We're ready for them to come back. We're ready for a reinspection.
The Urban Egg, however, is still awaiting reinspection. There are quite a few perfect scores to pass along this week. Nothing but smiling faces at the Nothing Bundt Cakes on North Nevada. The Carnelian Coffee in Old Colorado City was also perfect, along with the Noodles and Company on Southgate, the Burger King near Fillmore and Nevada, the Jimmy John's on Lake Woodmore in Monument, and the Tequila Village Mexican Cuisine also on Lake Woodmore. We had a chance to watch Tequila Village owner and chef Paulo Villaseñor make his quesadilla tacos, currently one of the most popular items on the menu, and you can see why. But he says what really makes his restaurant stand out is not necessarily the food, but the extensive selection of tequila.
Not only we have the largest selection of tequila, we also have different cocktails that you're not going to find anywhere else.
And he credits his hands-on approach for helping him earn that perfect score.
If I see something that is wrong, I go talk to someone or I do it myself.
Paulo says when you come into his restaurant, it's like coming into his house, and that's part of the reason that they keep it so clean inside. So Paulo, to you and your staff, congratulations on your Perfect Score Award.
Don't forget to look for the top score and perfect score awards at your favorite restaurant to know the kitchen is clean. By the way, Saigon Tapioca was inspected again late this afternoon and failed a third time. To check out these inspection reports for yourself, you can find links to all of them at krdo.com.
Always insightful.